Welcome, yo, bro, nation, to our final television our final video of 2020. This is it. This is the last video, and it is for The Mandalorian, Season 1, Chapter 1, The Mandalorian review. This is it. We're done after this. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's to everyone. This is it. It's the last video. Tomorrow, everything with this channel, everything tomorrow is changing. All of it. So, happy Thursday. We're at the end. We're at the end of the journey for 2020. We're there, people. We are finally there. So, a couple months ago, I was requested by someone in the comments to do Mandalorian reviews. Here I am. I'm here doing the reviews. So, I have watched season 1, but I decided I'm going to rewatch it. So I'm rewatching episode to episode. Can't wait. Excited. Hey, a picture of Boba Fett got caught in it somewhere, somehow. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm not even going to waste time. So the show starts with Mando tracking, following a tracking device. And he walks into a cantina. You see some guys are bullying this blue alien-looking dude. And their door opens, their drink spills, and Mando walks in. Mando goes up to the bar, and he's getting a drink. He's not even talking. That's the best part about Mando throughout this series. He doesn't say much. Most of what you get from him is from his his movements and his actions. You don't hear him actually talk a whole bunch. But, they're bullying this guy, and then now they're upset with Mando. So they kind of leave the guy who's being bullied behind, and they walk up to him, and they're like, hey, you caused my drink to spill. And the cantina owner's kind of like, hey, no big deal. Here's a new drink. It's on me. Well, the moment he slides it, Mando catches it. Mando beats the piss. He beats the piss out of them, like, right away. So then he beats them up. The guy who was getting bullied says, thank you, and he goes to hand him all his credits. And Mando pulls out a thing showing that, I have a bounty. So Mando says, you can come with me warm, or you can come with me cold. So he leaves with him. Gets up to this one guy, says, hey, need passage to the yards. So a land speeder with a droid shows up. He says, no droids. Guy's like, alien's like, okay, sure. So he gets another cruiser, a little land cruiser with a person actually driving. So they take it, and that guy's talking to him. And they get them to Mando's ship, and they get on there, and this guy's like, yo, hey, pay me, I gotta go, stay off the ice. And this blue guy's like, wait, what? Is there something to be worried about? And as he's watching this cruiser fly away, or, drive off, damn if something doesn't come up out of the water and eat this mother. I didn't catch the name of the creature, but it looked kind of like a water dragon or something like that. So they're on the ship. Mando's trying to pull off. This thing attacks Mando's ship. It's got him by the leg, so it's not moving. Mando grabs this thing, shocks it. They fly off. Now the blue guy is talking talking Mando's ear off, just talking and talking and talking. And Mando's just kind of like ignoring him, I guess you could say. Just ignoring him. And so the guy wants to use the bathroom, basically. And Mando's kind of like, he's not really talking to him. So the guy's like, well, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and go down here. He's like, I haven't, what do you call it, excavated or something like that. Talked about he's molting. Said he, was hoping to be able to do this before Life Day. So, Life Day is canon for sure. But he starts snooping around. He sees all of Mando's weapons, and he starts seeing all these carbonite people, all these people, stuck in carbonite. And he's still talking, and then Mando sees him, and Mando freezes him in carbonite. So, Mando gets to a new planet where he goes to another cantina and he meets up with Grief Karga. I think that's how we say his name. Grief Karga, played by Carl Weathers. And he asks, hey, did you get all of them? So Mando drops all these chips. He says, all right. And he goes to hand him Imperial credits. And he's like, no, you do know the Empire fell, right? He's like, yeah, but they still have some value. And he's like, no Imperial credits. So he's like, fine, I'll pay you in this, but I can only do about half. So Mando takes it. And then they're starting to talk about, other jobs. Mando's like, hey, I'll take all of them. He's like, well, no, there's other people in the guild. And then they start talking about the guild and how they're starting to get sloppy and the pay's not as well. But he does say he has another job, but he doesn't have this code. Says, but he knows the guy who's got it, and he says there's an asset that they're needing to get. So he basically takes it. So he goes and he meets with this guy named the Client. He walks into the room and there's a bunch of stormtroopers. I'm assuming they're stormtroopers, or maybe they're just people dressed up like troopers. But he walks in there and he meets the Client, played by Werner Herzog, who is a great actor, one of the best actors in history. And he says that he heard he was coming and that he was the best in this parsec. He says he knows that he's expensive. Someone else walks in and Mando pulls his weapon and the troopers pull their weapons and he's just like, it's just Dr. Pershing. He just doesn't know his manners or whatever. And I guess Dr. Pershing is his backer. But it gives him the information, it says, I can give you a sizable amount now and the rest upon the delivery of my asset. He's like, well, can I get, the chain code? He's like, well, I can give you the last 4 of the chain code. I can give you the last known location data, and I can tell you that he's 50 years old. He says, if not, I'll just go to someone else, basically. So Mando agrees to it. Mando takes that. He meets up with another Mandalorian, and she melts that down and then gives him a piece of armor to replace, I guess, what he had lost. It's real nice and shiny and silver. And she said, that's nice of you. I can use the rest of this to make something else, too. So now he goes and he lands on this planet, this desert planet, and he sees these creatures known as blurgs. One ends up charging him, gets his arm, he's fighting with it, and then it finally gets tranked, and that's when we meet Kuel. Fuck, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Kuel, voiced by Nick Nolte. I have spoken. And he offers to help him. He says, you're a Mandalorian. I'll help you. I have spoken. So he has him out there and he's trying to get him to ride this blurg and break it, much like you would do a wild stallion or something, a horse that you're trying to break to be able to ride. He has him doing that. And so Mando's on there and he's getting frustrated, but, Kuel's like, hey, calm down. Go ahead and, your ancestors did this. They rode bigger beasts. Like, you can handle this. So he gets it to calm, and they ride it. So they both go right into this town where the asset's supposed to be. And he says that he led them there because there's this group of mercenaries who have been there since the Empire fell. And with them there will be no peace. And he thinks he can bring peace. They have to be getting rid of. He has to get them out of there. So he leaves them there. Mando's scoping the place out. He sees a bounty droid. And it wants the asset. Excuse me. It's there. It wants the asset. And it kills a bunch of mercenaries. Mando shows up and he shoots Mando. Mando's like, look, I'm with the guild. Oh, I thought I was the only one. So he's like, look, how about we split it? And they start talking about it. And then they start getting shot at. They're surrounded. And so they're, trying to evade fire. They're trying to come up with a plan. And the droid's like, this isn't going to work. I can't be caught. I'm going to fire upon, I'm going to shoot them. So they're trying to shoot. And he's thinking he's just going to self-detonate. But they notice the little devices beeping and telling them where the asset is. They, that there's that life form. So they're trying to get to it, but then they get this big freaking machine gun shows up. So the droid comes out to draw the fire. Mando gets it with a grappling hook, spins it around, and it kills all those mercenaries that were still there. The droid's okay at this point. So they use the machine gun to blow the door open, and they go inside, and they don't see anything, and the thing is going crazy. And it leads him to this like egg-looking thing. And when he opens it, it's a baby. And he's like, wait, I thought it was 50 years old. And the droid says different species age differently. And there's little baby Yoda, so freaking cute. But the droid's like gonna shoot. He's like, no, we're supposed to bring it back alive. He's like, no, my orders were to kill the asset and return it. And he's getting ready to shoot it, and Mando shoots the droid and disables the droid, I suppose. And then he just reaches down, and little baby Yoda reaches his hand up. He was so cute. But then that's the end of the first episode. It was so quick. It was 40 minutes, but man, it flew by. I've watched 2 episodes at this point, and both episodes have just gone by so quick. A lot happens, but it doesn't feel like it's a lot, and it doesn't drag on. It was a good first episode. It was. Little baby Yoda reaching up. Oh my god, so cute. Everyone loves little baby Yoda. So adorable. But that was the first episode, The Mandalorian. I thought it was really, really good. I did. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Excuse me, I was getting a drink. It was good, though. Yeah, I liked the episode. I liked how it's set up. Got us to meet, some characters. Got to get to know Mando a little bit and kind of what he was like. But you could tell you're assuming at first maybe he saved the kid because he doesn't, he doesn't want to lose out on his bounty. But, at this point, we've all seen the show and we know where this is going, right? We know that he's just going to fall for this kid. But little 50-year-old baby Yoda, so fucking adorable. I love it. And I love The Mandalorian. But that was it. That was the chapter 1. Next week, chapter 2, I will continue with these until I get through the first 8 chapters. Then I'll take like a few weeks, and then I'll start season 2 and pick up from there. But I'm Zach. Real quick, before I end this, I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about some t-shirts. I got Hope for Andy, 3 different designs. All proceeds for these shirts go to the family to help them. She is now battling cancer. Out of respect to the family, I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. But if you're not really wanting a shirt, perhaps you want a mask. It is 2020 going into 2021, and we have what we have. Masks are available, pins, bags, magnets for your refrigerator. You can get those on all of these designs, plus the designs that are on the store now. Tomorrow, a whole bunch of new t-shirt new t-shirt designs are coming out, so keep an eye out for that as well. We also have a GoFundMe page. We're running all of this through Valentine's Day for her to help the family with whatever we can. Every dollar will count, and I will appreciate any and all help. Also, on the channel, or on the store, we have the Forever Serenity t-shirt. It is a limited time offer. It is exclusive for just now, limited time. Serenity is like #1 fan type, and I am doing this shirt as like commemorative thing for her for being so awesome. It is really probably one of my favorite designs. So definitely go check it out. Get this shirt. Help out Ambi if you can. All proceeds, for, like I said, for the Hope for Ambi shirts, go to her. The shirts for whatever. But go get this stuff. It's pretty damn awesome. I am Zach. That is going to do it for me. Thank you guys. Remember, crazy times, so stay safe, stay healthy, and above all else, join the nation. I'll talk to you later.